The AC above my head is leaking. It's leaking against the wall. So I stripped it down twice, washed out the drain pan. It was very mucky, but it's still leaking against the wall. In fact, it started leaking in more than one place. Talking to my brother-in-law last night, he said that there's like a third drain pan. Forgive me if I'm wrong, I don't really understand everything that people tell me. To the top of the unit, and it might be clogged with muck. So this is where the drain is. And when I cleaned it initially, what happened is that it started to leak at this point. So my wife was like, well, why you even try? Because it gone from 1 leak to about 4. So yeah, I'm going to try my luck again, strip it down, and see if I could get that drain pan up there cleaned out. I should warn you that my name is Lyndon, and I am not a handyman. Be careful when you're doing this. I have broken both clips on my AC unit here. There's some screws to remove, about 4 of them. Here, 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 here. That would allow me to lift this shell up here to the top of the unit. The back is where that drain is. Lifting this, I've broken the shell already, so you need to be careful with that. Also, there's a piece of electrical that I need to remove from here. So I just need to unjack this. Honestly, I believe that servicing your AC is a job for professionals. These are the screws I've removed. To wash this out, I'll need a hose. My brother-in-law recommend sticking polythene to the wall, draping it down and into a bucket so that as I spray to the top, the water would flow down and into the bucket. But it's a real bad man, so I'm not going to do that. I just go in and wash it out and mop up the floor afterwards. So this is the coil. These are the 2 drain pans that I've cleaned here. If I remove these 2 screws, I'll be able to raise the coil. There's apparently a drain to the back here that my brother-in-law mentioned. One of the things I would say is that this unit is way too close to the wall here, because I imagine when I'm spraying the hose, water will be splashing up here. Ideally, this should be about 10 inches from the ceiling. Of course, we're restricted by the window space here. Things to consider when you're building your house and installing an AC. So I'm going to remove these screws so I could raise the coil. The screwdriver is a little too long to remove the screw to the back here because of the ceiling. Luckily, this is a screwdriver I borrowed from my brother and I never gave him back, so good news. With the screws removed, I can now raise the coil. And I want to check this pipe to the back here. As it's clogged, I guess it's overflowing and running down the wall. There is a drain here and it's nasty. You can see where I've smudged the wall. So there's a significant buildup of mold. I used the hose a little bit. The ground isn't so wet right now. I'm seeing muck, but I feel like a lot of it hasn't come out from spraying it. So what I just did was mixed a little solution, diluted it a little bit, and I'm going to spray it. I'm not going to say what type of solution it is, because it's probably a bad idea. My name is Lyndon, and I am not a handyman. I want to show you something disgusting. This is piece of what came out of the drain pipe to the top. And Kimberly was also making a cup. Oh, jeez, I'm embarrassed to show this, but this is what you could probably be living with. I recognize by me trying to clean the AC over a number of months, there are things that I simply don't know. There are products I may be using that are not recommended. So the bad news is that I have broken a number of the clips on the AC. The good news is the AC is no longer leaking.